Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Social Marketing Academy. I am your host, Christopher Tompkins. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about something that is a really important topic, I think. When it comes to social media marketing, I think there's so many things that people just don't understand. And today's show is going to contain 7 social media marketing things that you should know, but you just might not. So if you're listening for the first time, hey, this show is definitely for you if you want to take your social media marketing or your online marketing initiatives to the next level. So with the Social Marketing Academy, the whole goal is to share actionable tips that you can add to your overall marketing strategy, online and offline. There's lots of things that we're going to share on this show that I think that you'll be able to apply directly after the show. So there's lots of extra shows on demand that I want to direct you to. A lot of our content can be used, they're overriding concepts. They're not necessarily something that is a late-breaking news item that will change over time. But, of course, there are some of those thrown in. But please check us out on iTunes. If you like the show, share it with your friends and give us a 5-star rating. That would be great. But aside from that, I want to invite you to check out my blog. That's on my company's website. I own an online marketing firm, The Go Agency. We've been around for 12 years, and we focus on online marketing for basically small firms, large firms, local firms, international firms, all of that kind of thing. So we have lots of great tools, tips, and tactics that I want to share with you for free. So check us out, thegoagencyusa.com, and then click on the blog page. There you will find lots of topics in terms of online marketing, lots of blogs. We have free ebooks, e-courses, and also there's a link to our podcast so you can check us out. So we're available, like I said, on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Overcast, basically everywhere that podcasts are available. So take a listen and please share and give us a rating if you are so inclined. Anyway, let's get started. So, social media marketing is constantly in flux, and it really doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. The best practices of yesterday are just painfully outdated now. So as a marketer, you've got 2 options, right? You fall behind your competition, or you stay on top of things and you stay sharp and you stay competitive. What I want to do is I want to share with you the 7 biggest things across social media that every marketer should know, but most don't. I want to see how up-to-date your knowledge is. And I don't want in any way for you to feel like I'm talking down to you, like, hey, you don't know anything. But I feel like there is so much noise on social media, and there's so many different things that you have to consider that I feel that people miss things amongst the noise. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I have to do a Facebook campaign. Okay, so I have to figure out how to do advertising, I have to figure out how to post, I have to figure out how to change my header image, and then what's a profile image, and what does that mean? When are you going to come up with your strategy? When are you going to identify your KPIs? All these kind of things. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about as the 7 things that you may have missed. Okay, so let's talk about the first thing. You need tools. All right, yes, you need tools. Social media management tools aren't just like crazy, flashy, sexy programs for people that have lots of money to burn or hardcore techies, because you can use these programs as a complete novice. That's the beauty. You don't have to have 25 years of experience. Well, I mean, that's pretty irrelevant anyway, because it hasn't really been a thing for 25 years, but you catch my drift. You can be in it for a few months, and hey, I want to try a tool to really help bump up my social media activity. So they're an integral part of your social media marketing campaign and activity. And if you're not using them, odds are that you will be able to fall behind, or you are currently falling behind. So unless you like the idea of manually posting multiple updates across social media every single day, writing error-ridden content, and having low-quality visuals, you're going to need some help. So there are lots of tools out there that just off the top of my head, of those 3 categories, you have Hootsuite, which will help you for scheduling. You have error-ridden content. There's something called Grammarly. Grammarly is a plugin for your Chrome, is a Chrome extension, I should say rather, and that will help you find all of the errors that you may not have known that you have in your online writing. And finally, visuals, a great tool for that could be something as simple as iMovie, or something even simpler such as Canva, which is an online website that you could use. So first off, you need tools. Second, you need to curate content. Thinking of fresh original content every day isn't going to work for you because you are busy. You have other things to do. You might not be the best writer in the world or have all of the most freshest ideas. Well, how do you get better? How do you work out that muscle? And how do you do things more quickly and efficiently? Well, you need to have hard, quantifiable data to support your social media marketing strategy, and having a working understanding of how content will affect your success is really important. So content curation helps you share relevant, valuable news with your followers, and it also gives you ideas for how to produce your own unique content. Again, for example, how would you do that? What I would do is I would find news sources or just sources online that are relevant. So for example, maybe you are selling baking products, so maybe silicone pans and that type of thing. So you're selling silicone pans, great. What would be a great thing to share as a piece of your content? Maybe recipes. Do you want to come up with them? No. Maybe recipes.com would have it. Maybe the Food Network would have it. Maybe the Cooking Channel would have it. Maybe Better Homes and Gardens. Maybe better Good Housekeeping. Who knows? All of these are great resources where you can take some of their content, say, hey, check out this recipe from Good Housekeeping. This is a great cheesecake that you'd be able to make in our silicone pan. See what I mean? That's curating content. You didn't have to write that recipe, but you just wrote the kind of the update that is going to alert people to that. And then sometimes people actually feel that you wrote that content, which is kind of cool. I really enjoy that. So it's going to help you get content out there quick, efficiently, and take you to the next level in terms of saving some time and being more efficient, you know. So again, you're listening to the Social Marketing Academy, and I'm Christopher Tompkins, your host. If you want to get lots of free goodies, visit my firm's website, thegoagencyusa.com, and then click on the blog tab for lots of goodies. And check out our on-demand episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, Overcast, Google Play, etc., etc. 5-star rating, share with your friends. So what's up next? You need to understand metrics. That's number 3. So nobody likes to learn a lot of jargon, but it really is there for a reason. So in marketing, it's not enough to just go with your gut. You need to have something to back up your approach. So having a good understanding of metrics and when to track them is really the only way that you're able to get that information. And for example, what would one of these be? A key performance indicator, which is a KPI. Okay, you may have heard that thrown around, and what's the KPI on this? Well, a key performance indicator is just a measurement that's going to that you're going to watch, and you're going to watch, and you're going to monitor, and you're going to track throughout whatever initiative that you're executing. So, for example, if you're going to be doing something on, maybe you're going to be doing an ad on Twitter. If you're going to be doing advertising on Twitter, maybe your KPI is clicks. So what we're doing is we're trying to maximize the ad for clicks. That's my KPI. So if that is what it is, then I want to monitor that every single day. So when I go on to take a look at my Twitter advertising report on a daily basis, the first thing that I want to do, how many clicks did I get from now for the last 24 hours? What is that? And then how many clicks did I get in the last 48 hours? Is it growing? Is it increasing? Is it decreasing? Is it stagnant? Is it plateauing? These are how you will be able to understand the success rate. And that's why I say understanding metrics is really important. Next up, you need to work on your visuals. Okay, graphic design often gets pushed aside by marketers because a lot of marketers believe content is king. But, you know, not all marketers are like that. There's lots of us out there that really understand the power of visuals, because written content is important, but nothing really can replace the impact of visuals, especially if you're thinking about advertising. And I'm just thinking, just hear me out here. If we're thinking about anything that we've seen, when you're opening a magazine and you're looking at an ad that's been placed, it's not just words. Generally speaking, sometimes they'll do that, but nine times out of 10, it's going to have a really arresting visual. It's going to be very, very well put together, and that's going to be something that they're trying to get impressions on you so that you start remembering this, and then it's like it's owning the forefront of your mind, so to speak, within that category. This is the same thing on social. You need to be sure that you're doing this because people might see your visual before they read your content. And that's, come on, I look visually first before I read content, but everyone is different. But it tends to be weighing more heavily on visuals. So you really need to have visuals attached to anything and everything that you're putting out on a social media channel. I never want to see anything coming out from your social media channels that does not have a visual attached. That visual can be a photograph, or it also can be a video. So, a slideshow, it could be a GIF, it could be tons of different things actually, but just getting visuals is really important. 5 is you need to find and engage with your audience. Now, the appeal of social media is that you can target specific consumers who are most likely to buy from you. So why wouldn't you make the most of that? What we like to do is we create buyer personas for our clients, and then we optimize our engagement on the campaigns that we do for that audience on the preferred social media platform that we're using. So you can make your campaign much more effective by doing that. But targeting the right people is super important, and that is something that I'm going to be doing on a future episode, as well as KPIs, key performance indicators and metrics. So I want you definitely to check that out. That will be in our account on iTunes, so please check out that episode. That will be episode maybe 2 or 3 ahead of this one, so make sure to check those out. Then another thing you need to do is, guys, you need to do this, guys and gals. You need to watch your competitors. It isn't enough to just look at your own success and your own shortcomings. Your competitors are by definition appealing to a similar market, so why don't you learn from them? Check out what they're doing. By tracking their movement on social media, you'll double the opportunities to improve your own strategy, and it's time. It saves time. It's cost effective. And then what I'm saying here is you don't have to copy people, right? But if you're in a very highly competitive market, people are trying different things all the time to stay competitive and to stay on the top of the heap. So why not see what they're doing? If you are not in a very highly competitive market, and maybe you're more niche, so there's less competition, still look at your competition. Look at your indirect competition. Who is in the same category as you? Say that you have a beauty product that is for a facial beauty product that is completely brand new. You have a patent for it. You've never hit the market with it before. Well, if you have this product, you can't find a direct competitor, right? So what you want to do is look for other facial products that solve a similar problem that yours solves. See what I mean? A lot of people feel like they're a unique snowflake, whereas their market doesn't necessarily have to be that unique. It can be one that's taken directly from an indirect competitor. Hope that helps you. And the seventh thing that I want to share with you is you need a checklist. If you are going to be running, I'm a list king. I really, really enjoy lists, but if you are managing something as intricate as a social media marketing campaign, especially if you're doing a multi-platform social media marketing campaign, meaning you're doing Facebook or Twitter and Pinterest and YouTube and you simply can't keep it all straight in your head. It really is impossible. And this is from someone that does this every single day. I have lists, I have to-dos, I have everything completely organized, as does every member of the Go Agency team. When we're handling things for our clients, everything is completely strategized, mapped out, scheduled, and we have a whole schedule of activity that we have to do every single day. And that is because there's so many moving pieces. So there's just, like I said, too many moving parts for anyone to remember every single thing. If you keep a checklist and you're running through it on a regular basis, you can guarantee that nothing's going to slip through the cracks, which is what I really don't want to happen for you. Social media marketing is something that is completely engaging, and it really can suck you in. So time management is something that is a big factor. And sometimes if you spend too much time on one thing, you may forget that you have to do something else. So having some sort of checklist in place is something important. And we will have checklists up on the goagencyusa.com website, so I want you to check those out. So if you go to the goagencyusa.com and click on the blog tab, you'll find one of our checklists in one of the blogs for November 2018. So you want to check those out. Now, these 7 things are essential parts of social media marketing, but it's not enough to stop once you've mastered these. I really do feel that just with these few tips, take this information as a way to get you started. And from there, just keep reading, keep looking, keep trying to better yourself in terms of your understanding of how it works, because it's never stagnant. So neither can your understanding be. You understand what I mean? So I really feel that you should get started immediately. Don't, and this is one of the things, this is like my parting piece of information for you, or parting tip. It's a super daunting task to mount a social media marketing campaign, launch it, monitor it, and basically execute reporting, find out how things are going. It's a lot. I'm not going to lie. But if you set yourself up for success by understanding everything that goes into it, creating a schedule for yourself, and executing it on a consistent basis, after about a month, it's going to take you much less time to do it. And then you're going to get faster and faster and faster. And that's when, if you keep looking at all these different pieces that you can add to your initiative, it's going to make more sense then. So then you're not behind. You can start catching up, and you can be riding the wave rather than crashing underneath it. All right, folks. Again, Christopher Tompkins for the Social Marketing Academy. If you have any questions or comments, or you have a show topic that you'd like us to discover, or you'd like me to write a blog on a certain topic, please reach out to us using any of the channels that are available around our show, and also on the goagencyusa.com. If you need any sort of social media marketing help for your company, whether it be a product, service, B2B, B2C, we handle everything in and around that. So please get in touch with us. The goagencyusa.com is the best way to do that. And until next time, folks, I'm Christopher Tompkins. Check out all of our archive shows on iTunes and everywhere else podcasts are available. Take care, folks.